Rocky Mountain Con, which is an annual comic convention that that brings a lot of not only artists and talent from across the country, but we would love to spotlight local talent. Friend, it is a whole lot of work from a whole lot of different people. All the folks that we have right now are volunteers. Those are people just that take time out of their day to do something special for somebody, and that's the kind of people that we deal with. We always need those kinds of folks, and that's what it takes to put on a show. It's not one guy, it's not two guys, it's lots and lots of people.
Yeah, they just took off and did everything over.
Started about 3 years ago. Tim Moret, a buddy of mine, he decided he wanted to do a comic book convention and asked me if I wanted to help out. So 3 years ago, we started getting things going and rolling in Denver, Colorado, and Rocky Mountain Con was born.
I met Tim at the very first Rocky Mountain Con. That was my first con that I ever attended, and I did some cosplay and I had a lot of fun. So the next year, I'm like, you know what? I gotta help out with this because it was awesome. I'm Amanda Kolaski, and I help organize all of the panels. So getting our panelists and scheduling times and all of that stuff. I have a buddy who helped me contact him, and like, hey, I want to help, what can I do? So, hey, we're having this meeting, come to this meeting. So I met Tim through him.
We've been supporting Tim for a long time. We do a convention down in Colorado Springs called the Cosmic Con, and he comes down and we help each other out. You know, we support each other's shows. There's a lot of big shows in town, but it's nice for these little conventions to have their own space in the comic book world and stuff. So it's a lot of fun.
Well, I personally don't work with Tim as far as getting it set up from the ground up. They came to me asking me for help because they needed someone to help them with the floor, and I do a lot of floor management. Basically, if there's issues, I basically fix them. So if a vendor has a problem, I'll fix it. An artist has an issue that needs to be dealt with, I'll take care of it. If it's out of my control, then I go to the directors like Tim or Bob, or any of the other directors that own the show.
My favorite part of this is the people, the amazing people that I get to meet, the time that I get to spend with them, you know, getting and knowing that the whole time I'm doing something that's going to help people. I'm doing something I love to do. I'm meeting fantastic people, and I'm helping folks in the process.
I live in Aurora. That's my community, and when the shooting happened, I felt like I needed to do something, but I had no idea what I could do, how I could reach out, how I could help, whether it be in a voluntary capacity or not. So I heard that Aurora Rise had started. All Seas Collectibles had made it. That was my comic book store. They wanted to do a collection of sketches to put in a book so that they could sell that book and then have the originals sell at auction. So I helped them organize that, get the art, make the books, and we've been doing that for 3 years. That goes to benefit all the victims of the theater shootings.
The first thing I had to do with Aurora Rise was that Heroes Alliance Heroes were at the very first Aurora Rise auction.
10, 15, 15.
Where we were holding up things that were being auctioned off. So, you know, all I can hope is that I can transfer my love for Batman and for comic books and for all those kinds of wonderful nerdy things to others, and in the process, you know, help out some people that, you know, have had tragedy touch their life. And so anything that I can do to help make that a little bit better, I'm certainly going to do.
And then Rocky Mountain Con came from that. They decided that we needed something else to support Aurora Rise as a whole, so they were going to do a show. Maybe it would blow up, maybe it would be big, and it was very successful the first year, so they just kept on going.
My name's Mark May. I'm an artist. I'm a comic artist. Man, you know, honestly, it comes to most of my comic stuff. I do Star Wars. I do a lot of comic stuff and a lot of horror stuff.
Technically, this is my first job being a vendor, so my buddy needed help running the booth, so saying, hey, I need to sell these art prints, and I'm like, yeah, do something different, because I'm usually the one in cosplay, walking around at these conventions, and so trying to experience what it's like behind the table, you know?
We do these events just to get out of town. You know, it's fun to meet people. It's fun to talk the business.
You can still feel like you go there, it's still big, it still has a lot to offer you, but you have a lot of opportunity to see everything and talk to a lot of people. Smaller, mid-sized convention, you can meet all the artists, talk to them, meet all the famous people, and maybe have like a better conversation than just kind of meeting them and getting shoved out the door because they have so many people waiting to talk to them.
We had never actually done a con yet, so this is our first con. So we actually got to wet our feet, so to speak, and it's like we need to go and set up a booth, we need to do it. So this was a big thing for us, we were very excited.
I think it's really awesome. You can probably, you know, turn a circle in the room pointing at people, and everybody that you point at is going to have a completely different, awesome story.
You know, to me, these are my movie celebrities. You know, I don't fanboy over actual movie stars, just because as a kid I was growing up just fascinated with comics. So for me to see a writer, an artist, an inker, a letterer from the comic world, those are my movie stars.
It's not about the money. It's about some little kid coming up and buying your book and looking at it and being like, you're the coolest guy ever. And there is nothing better than that. You'll never feel any better sensation than that feeling right there.